Hello, everybody, and welcome to another TF Live TV cast. Today, you're going to be watching Jasmine Beef take on the Butterfly Defect. Today, you've got Cole, who's going to be the analyst today, and we've got Dreams here. Graham, how you doing?
Good, man. It's phenomenal to be back here at TF Live TV. For those of you that don't know me, my name's Graham Morrison. GrahamCasts currently on Twitter, formerly Dreamboat. Casted, of course, many a season, many an event, many a game of Team Fortress 2. And wouldn't have casted it gone anywhere as far as I did in casting if it weren't for my time at TF Live TV. So I'm thrilled to be back here, Colt, and ready to go with some familiar faces in oddly similar names, but not quite, not the historic name. Jasmine Beef versus Butterfly Defect.
That's it. So both teams, you'll probably recognize a lot of players on who are actually very old school. So you got playing for Jasmine Beef, you got the two scouts down in silver who've been, I believe, at the top of the scene for a number of years at this point. We've got roaming soldier Elmo, who's well known for being a really good scout back in the past when I was playing, but I think nowadays he's done a season of roamer and he's going to try another one. So at least he corrected me last time on that. Pockets Cookie. I love Cookie, great dude. He used to be my pocket scout when I was in Smug, so looking for some big plays from him. Got Paulson on demo, we got Lau on medic. Now that's an interesting one to me because usually the med is Dave, but I believe he's off at like Bunnings, like getting a sausage sanger or something, so he won't be able to make it tonight, unfortunately. So
And I recently discovered what that meant. It's great.
yes. I'm sure that over time I'll have to learn more Canadian terms as well. So, but anyway, also on Butterfly Defect, a lot of well-known names as well. We got Krolic, Rocky, MG All Star over here as well on Scout, and we got Raze as well. The Pocket Soldier is Spade, Roma Shupa, and Demoman Deft, and the Medic is Varna. I remember Varna playing back in the day as well. Some of these names not so familiar to me, but I'm sure that they're at the top of the game. So.
Well, it looks like Rocky's finally hit his final stage of evolution where he enjoyed using the shotgun so much he decided to say, I don't need a rocket launcher, and played Scout instead. So it was inevitable. When you run shotgun that much, it was inevitable.
That's
And
good that he's like, giving it a go, swapping over the scout, and I'm really interested to see because Rocky's an incredibly strong deathmatch player, and I'm expecting to see that the Butterfly Defect team to focus a lot of their heals and like plays around how do I utilize Rocky's like clear deathmatch superiority, like how do I take that and win the game?
it's always weird to me. We're seeing this weird paradox of soldiers becoming scouts and scouts becoming soldiers continually happening. As we see Yomps leave soldier to go back to scout in North America. I'm it's more so getting off soldier and going to scout. So I'm a little surprised to see both Cookie and Elmo moving to soldier. That surprises me because I mean they're both scout gods. But I guess it's time for a change up.
That's it. It's always boring, like playing the same class over and over again. And when you're really good at the top of the game at that one class, always good to try something new. Speaking of which, I think we just missed the first rollout. So let's get into the game and start watching some players. So and immediately I jump on. No, my bad. They're still MGing. So I honestly thought it was the middle because everyone was healing each other. What a mistake.
Yeah, I panicked. I was like, wait a second. I didn't see anything to
where did
say
it
we're
go?
going live, but we basically just had what looked like a mid fight in the sense that both teams just went ring around the rosy on it with all the blue players on one side and all the red players on the other. It kind of looked like an actual mid fight, but no, they're just DMing, and that's just the way the cookie crumbled in the server.
Yeah, I was a bit confused when I was like, oh god, Elmo screwed up the rockets on the medic. He didn't think he respawned immediately. Oh, they're still in bloody soap at the moment. So what are your predictions for this match overall? Because we've got like, two top level teams, so what do you think's gonna happen?
Well, you see, I have memories of Paulson being good at demo. Um, Problem is, I guess I have to say Butterfly Defect's taking it because I'm getting some respectable people, like Beater especially, uh, commenting about how, despite him being known as one of the best demos in Australia, Paulson is actually the worst player in the universe. So if Twitch chat is to be believed, which realistically, occasionally they are, Paulson is a noob. Spread the word. So I think that means Butterfly Defects winning.
Oh, I mean, if Paulson's as big a noob as we think he is, then yeah, that's it. Everyone in chat, how washed up is him? If he's so washed up, let's watch him the first rollout and see if he kicks ass. Because I want to show you guys differently. Paulson will get there.
Hey, no matter how bad his rollout is, it can't be worse than Muma's. I will say, it's kind of funny every time, like, having been around this game for so long, but floating back in and out of existence in this game. I actually casted for TFTV this morning, and pulled out the old sea bear nipple hairs, and, like, half the chat started freaking out because they'd never heard that, and a little part of my heart broke.
Oh, no. Anyway, let's take us through the middle. You want to lead?
Alright, why not? I'll take it. Got Paulson rolling out. We're going to be on the Paulson cam because we got to see if the noob can be a noob or if he's going to live up. He's 28 HP standing in choke. This isn't a great start to the mid for Jasmine Beef, but he is out there firing stickies around as these teams are playing quite passive. Neither have committed quite to a side yet. Soldier goes right up in the air, gets immediately taken out. That Shupa down. Now we'll see where the rest of these kills come through. They're looking around trying to find absolutely anything. There's a soldier up top, but the 9-year-old girl frog has gone down. That's Elmo down, but Josh and Dre's also fall. Jasmine Beef are managing to take this mid. And Koji's going in, and he gets the medic. Rocky falls too, and it is just Deft alive, and I believe he just spawned. Oh no, he's trying to escape.
So I think it was the Paulson clearly got out deathmatched in middle there. Like he was late to middle, took a lot of damage early on, but everyone played one of the things about Jasmine is that they've been playing together for such a long period of time and they understand each other fairly well. I know Lau's fairly new to playing the medic class at the moment, but still it was really good to see Paulson just kept alive and able to just knock people off the Tetris constantly. So, and there we go, taking the first round is pretty quick, so let's have a look at an overhead cam and see what happens this time. So
another rollout, another approach here. See if Def can continue to pound Paulson early on mids. Throws a long range sticky up, but Paulson is this time out clear. Doesn't connect on anybody, and now they are still trying to find where this next set of damage will come through. Soldier's just bumming, taking a little bit of high ground before they commit to their ultimate play. But now they get in, and Paulson is farmed by Def. Raze gets 9-year-old girl frog Elmo down, but there are more kills coming in. Cookie grabbed the pair. Silvo's got 2 as well. And down is going to find 1 more to close it out. Nice little 3K there from Silvo.
yeah, so the Tetris, they keep doing a Tetris play and it just doesn't seem to be working out for them. I feel like the aggressive bombs that are happening from Elmo, just catching everyone in that corner, and I guess Paulson's just really, really good at just hitting those stickies on the people who are standing on top of the Tetris. So yeah, maybe that's something to consider in the future. Are we going to see any really, really fast rollouts to try to catch him off guard, or are we going to see just a different play on the far left instead of at the Tetris? Who knows? Let's see if they shake it up.
Into last they come. Uber's out. They gotta get the gun down. They'll manage to do so. And oh, Def falls too. That's absolutely brutal. Paulson with a nice sticky, but the heavy's out. Still trying to do work as the soldier bombs right into it. It's doing work, but they're not on the point. There's still players alive, but Jasmine Beef, they can just walk in and cap and take a 2-0 lead. I thought Butterfly Defect were supposed to be better than this, Cole. Is this really how it's going? An instant 2-0.
It better not be a 5-0. I like close games. I think that they're really fun to watch and fun to cast. But if they keep doing the Tetris strat and it's not working, then it might be. And there they go. Looks like they're changing it up and going for the enemy Tetris this time. So Josh playing quite aggressive. Shupa immediately getting it underneath the point and not actually connecting with anything. So he gets taken down. Already 2 players down from Butterfly Defect, and they're getting out of middle. This is good. It means they're not going to get rolled the last, hopefully, but we know Jasmine Beef wants to capitalize on this free player advantage, so they're getting straight into second onto the platform of concrete, getting into there, capping the point, and it looks like Butterfly Defect are again getting ready to hold last, but this time with an Uber.
That should hopefully make this hold a little bit better. And you can see Elmo's already decided he wants to do something about removing that Uber from the field. He's up on Sniper right now. See where he can find a line of sight, see what he can get as the kill. Because of that, for the time being, Jasmine's sitting far back.
Let's see if the accidental player gets an accidental haircut. You don't want one of those if we're on defense, so...
Just peeking around this left-hand side, not able to connect on that shot. They know he's there. They're well aware it's a sniper. He's walking out. Will he get it? Nope, misses another one. Surfs away. Elmo's gonna try the other side this time, and, you know, walks into spam.
So something that absolutely really cool, like, play there, wrapping around and just, like, absolutely catching him completely off the guard and getting, like, 3 extra picks. That was a really good play by Butterfly Defect. One of the things is the improvisation, just saying, look, I've got a good opportunity to just take a lot of players and kill them really quick because they're just taking a lot of spam damage and they're just not ready for a play like this. So...
Alert.
That's
Control point is being captured.
so next level, I'd almost call it insane. that was cheeky and brilliant, and I'm here for it.
Control point.
Paulson honestly walked out. He did so much damage that looks like Jasmine's trying to get back in here. They're down a player. That is down. Now they're down 2 as Elmo falls. But they're still walking in. Paulson's still so deep, just churning out damage right now. Seeing what they can find. They are going to find Raze out of it. Hit Chupa 2. Down they go Cookie. 3 players left alive here on Jasmine. They're going to have to start falling away off of it. But still, that's just absolutely bizarre, and they might get pinched. Here's the soldier coming in, trying to get the kill. Down falls. Remaining players are still here as the spawners have started to come through, and it looks like the med allow will escape with Paulson. But Paulson really overstayed his welcome and didn't quite get punished for it.
Yeah, I thought that was really interesting, the fact that, like, he was able to sit in concrete and just, like, keep spamming people you know, for, like, the whole period of time and no one was able to actually get to him and, like, attack him. So then here we go. Looks like people are making their way around Choke, immediately taking down 2 players in Butterfly Defect. Are they going to come back? Are they going to go straight back to middle here? What's going on? And second work.
It turned into essentially a 4-man sack to try and get Lau, and Lau was too strong for that.
Yeah,
However, the Uber advantage has faded. It's gone. Now it is even Ubers. But with 2 players down, I think Jasmine Beef's just going to go for this.
Did everyone get forward spawn on this one? And there we go. Uber looks like it's been popped, unfortunately for Butterfly Defect. They're probably not going to be able to get very much happening out of this. Looks like Josh is either going... No, they're coming back and defending. So again, at Uber disadvantage. Jasmine going to wait for the players to come up and then take it straight around the corner. So...
Well, they are looking to walk in now. Sticky Snipes coming through from Paulson. Just trying to be a pain in the ass because he does it so very well. Now, though, Cafe is where Jasmine's starting to move through. Cookie's jumping in, just trying to gain some space. It's not really being a lot in the way of spam on the Lau yet. So now they are starting to walk forward, and these players just scatter. They concede it. But how slow Jasmine moved on that is allowing the accidental player to start getting Uber up. It's getting close, 82% as they find Deft and Rocky down. Gun is still up, 7th player still there. Will finally fall. Paulson's being lost in it as he is now at full Uber. They're going to be able to pop this off. They're going to be able to stall down. We'll leave Lau with a little bit of Uber advantage, but I don't know if it's going to be enough for them to work with. About 28%. They're just walking back in anyway. They're trying to take it dry. They're trying to take this around, trying to find the kills. An accidental player has gone down. Definitely fall too. Josh as well. And Jasmine is up 3-0.
Like, an absolutely fantastic play there, like, from Jasmine, using the Uber to actually bully people out a second and just saying, look, we have Uber, we're going to come stomp you, you need to get out too. Going straight underneath as soon as the point was capped and getting in there. And then when the other team was actually able to, you know, get Uber in time, wrapping around and knowing that you can take the fight, because it'll take about 4 seconds to walk around to the other side. And so those kind of plays are what, you know, the coordination's really cool there.
Grandpa Paulson was a little slow on his rollout, but he's not... Still actually doing work as he takes Shoop out with the pipes. Almost falling on the other side, and Rocky back down too. Still man advantage for Jasmine. Death is in all kinds of trouble, and it's going to be a roller from Paulson to get him. And now they are going to clean up. Accidental player trying to escape. He's just in a kill bind. The smart move. But 21 seconds is his respawn time. Cole, that's brutal.
I think this entire match has been fairly brutal, to be honest, so I wouldn't want to be the Butterfly Defect team. They're pretty much playing like a defect, so it's really unfortunate.
The control point is being captured.
Yikes, that's so painful. He barely spawns, and Jasmine's already in on last right now. Sticky's coming around, Pipe's coming... Pause?
And
or am I lagging?
Paused.
Okay.
I think we're paused, so something's going on. Who knows? Maybe Elmo rage quit from the time he fell over, like got shot with a couple of pistol shots over a valley and then landed on a health pack to his death. So maybe that's it. Who knows? Maybe it's a time. One thing that I think is actually like common in other sports, maybe on a competitive TF2, is tactical pauses to say, look, we're losing, we're not doing very well. What we should do is just take a break, go do some push-ups, go drink some water, take some deep breaths, because we're obviously on tilt and we're screwing stuff up. And people do that all the time in like hockey and football. When shit isn't going well, you need to take a break and just try to reset yourself. So maybe that's what they're doing now, but it could be technical difficulties. We don't really know.
Yeah, this is certainly an awkward time here right now, trying to figure out just what is causing this pause. I don't see anybody's. No one's pings to the moon right now. It's not a policy. It's at 60, which is heavily acceptable. It's not the Australian internet seeming to be the problem this time.
Maybe they just really wanted to get their sets in before they lost, you know? So there we go. Apparently Lau is absolutely jacked, and so is Paulson as well, I think. So maybe they're just like saying, you know what, we'll take a pause, we'll just go do some gym quickly and then we'll come back. Gyms are opening next week, I think, here.
Ooh, I can't wait for gyms to open. I was just finally getting into a proper gym routine with the intent to lose weight, and then gyms closed. It was sad. But now the Uber's out here. There he is, Rocky, just deflecting a rocket. But he is still trying to put in some pressure right now. Oh, pressure in on Lau. Lau is going to fall. And Def, he's got 3 on this last. Raze is going to grab one with the help from Deft again. And Deft just said, you shall not pass, and absolutely pounded Jasmine into submission.
Control point is being contested.
Yeah, it looks like it was... I don't know whether Jasmine were actually just not ready for the unpause, or whether that tactical pause was enough for Butterfly DEFECT to just say, look, this is exactly what we're doing, who we're targeting. So, I don't know, I think Jasmine can be a bit of a meme team, so they were probably just like giving each other shit the whole time instead of actually talking about the game, but who knows?
The control point is being captured.
Alright, looks like we've got a bit of a contest going on middle here, with accidental player getting a crossbow kill. So, 3 players down, and they're taking around choke, and looking like they're going to pressure second. So, and it looks like Butterfly DEFECT are just going to concede it. So, and Schuper looking, very lucky to get hit by a crossbow, and bam, straight to second, and he gets dropped. Oh, Medic nearly dropping him. That would have been a terrible situation, and it doesn't even look like the super's being used effectively at all. Like, in fact, Schuper got dropped completely, missed the crossbow on him like choke as well. So
yeah, that was not a particularly great Uber. Now they're going to be sitting at 80% disadvantage. You know, Elmo and Cookie, they're going to come up. Oh, there was the pause. Okay, so I'm wondering. Read chat, see what's going on.
The tactical shit pause. Yep. Guys,
Paulson number 2. Got it.
That's it. When you need to do a number 2, you should do it before your game. So, just saying. But, whatever. Here we are at the ozfortress 2. And we're taking toilet breaks.
Well, the Uber's out here on last, trying to find these kills, but Def kicks Paulson out of the Uber. Schuper does get a trade. The old Roamer special with Elmo there as they kill each other. And Elmo is typical Elmo, upset, angry at what went down, what transpired.
Hey guys, get your Elmo beef in chat, right? So there it is. It's happening.
Our control point is being
Cookie does fall. Deft again with the pipes. He has been absolutely massive so far in this map. One of the big bright spots in what has been a relatively bleak start for Butterfly DEFECT.
It looks like they might be pulling it back though. Like a 3-0 disadvantage is the girl frog gets the kick. Don't want to be talking to that little one.
That is a spicy drop, but coming right back in, Schupa gets Lau at 97%. So we have a drop and a kill with 97%. Medics are not allowed to live, and it's now down versus Def. And, down should win that 100% of the time. Well, 99% of the time. I give Def the old 2-pipe special occasionally.
And it looks like they're just going to defend middle and Butterfly DEFECT are just going to be able to hold on to second. So, like, both teams don't have Uber advantage here, I don't believe, but STV stats did say that it took 12 seconds for accidental player to even pick up someone to start healing. So that's the difference, because that's 30%. that's probably enough of a difference to make it, you know, an uber advantage in favor of the Jasmine team. As it looks like they're already pressuring Choke, trying to get around there. Like both soldiers get around, taken down, and straight out. Like looks like Lau and Paulson straight out of it. Yeah, Deft just murdered them there.
Man, it's been a while since I've seen a Def game, and dude got sick at it. Like, the man is single-handedly slamming right now. He's putting out so much damage. I'm actually very curious to see the logs when we get there, but Lau in all kinds of trouble solo, and Raze is gonna get that kill. Paulson, sure, he gets Josh, but that's small consolation for your medic dying. Second's now gonna be grabbed, and it looks like Butterfly Defect. They've woken up. They have figured out what the defect in their system is, and now they're getting set to roll into last. There is still no heals up on the side of Jasmine Beef. Are they going to be cleaned up with the ease? Silvo is down. Spawns have started to come around. They're trying to find any of these kills. They're trying to get these caps in. But again, there's a great resilience from Jasmine, but they don't step on the point. And now Butterfly Defect grab round one for them. 3-1's their score.
This is going well. I want them to keep going. So maybe they found their way back into the game. Maybe they had a pep talk, or maybe the poo break was really, really putting Deft off game. So, but he's cleaning up, and looks like we got another middle happening. So I'm gonna watch down this middle and see what he does. So making his way to Tetris straight away, and immediately going straight for the soldier, denies him, takes him down, then back in some crossbow heals, and looks like both teams playing relatively passively. Both soldiers are kind of denied out of the fight, and there we go. Running straight across the point, just picking everyone. They're all going straight for Lau, but the scouts are protecting him really well.
The control point is being captured.
Honestly, watching the mids that Butterfly Defect have lost, they seem way too hesitant on the mid fights here. I'd really like to see them try and turn around. They had one mid that they performed a lot better on, where they went kind of balls to the wall over to Jasmine's Tetris. They tried to make plays there. It was a lot better mid from them. They still didn't win it, but I'd like to see them have a hyper-aggressive mid and see if that's sort of the difference. If they can take some aggression to Jasmine.
Yeah, I think that's part of it, but I think the reason that the score is so different is because we just had these situations where they just haven't played mid very well, and then have been rolled to last, like with uber disadvantage. But I think where like Butterfly Defect are going to come back is when they end up in situations where they can actually, you know, play to tug of wars back by back. But it looks like everybody's like pushing straight top right. Uber was taken into it, but more Butterfly Defect's players are still alive. No one's been killed. The heavy weapons man using the brass piece very effectively, shooting everyone at range. So love the outfit, love the heavy man. So, and it looks like they're going straight to second to cap it.
I'm a little surprised that the heavy lived that long. That shouldn't have been a thing. Here comes a bomb in from Elmo, and a death, and Paulson
and a pause.
Maybe needs to go again.
Looks like it might be a connection problem for me.
Yeah,
so,
STV may have just died.
Yeah, that's not a good thing. So, all right, guys, what's happening? What do you think's happening in the game right now? Do you think that this is something fun, interesting? Do you think they're having technical difficulties? Let us know in the chat.
I'm so confused. Like, maybe the server itself died. Like, what is going on? I wonder. I'm gonna go do some reconnaissance. Elmo got timed out by Nightbot. My answer, without me even having to go anywhere, probably came. Okay, Doc saying server died. Nice. That's classic. nothing like a. Nothing like a server dying.
I just don't get why all Elmo's messages are just getting like deleted immediately. What is he doing?
As a mod. He apparently is saying a not allowed word. Well, not so much word, but more so acronym. That has a couple D's in it. Like that circular vowel that has nothing. It's just a circle and an S as well. That's the acronym he's having issues.
I see. All right. Yeah, so the server's getting DDoSed. That's a fun experience. So this looks like so at the very least we know it's a free one, or is it? No, it's a 4-1. No, free one. So they're just gonna have to reset a middle. That's like the best they can do, really, right? So Like when we get a new server, yeah? Yeah.
What a time to be alive. It's been I honestly, is this a thing that regularly happens? And like, is this a regular thing going on right now, or is TF2 just in the middle of a DDoS thing, or is this just completely random?
I'd say it's fairly like completely random, or it might be targeted because this is a match that's got some very high profile players in it. So I can see why people would want to like, do a denial service against it if they're just bitter shit people. But most people aren't bitter shit people.
I
so-
just know that back when, well, I guess at this point it was like 2 years ago. ESC at one point just had a giant DDoS problem. So I wasn't sure if we've just had the serial DDoSer make a return and I'm out of the loop, or whether it's... Oh, okay. All quick servers are down. So this is maybe why you should definitely use your ozfortress servers, because they hopefully are all still up.
Yeah, there's also that bloody Gosford server that someone's mentioned in chat as well. So, I like the team name from Gosford because I don't live too far away from there. It's probably more upmarket than where I live, so.
I live very far away from there, so
yeah.
I don't think it'd be great for me.
Hey guys, what's the best part about Gosford? Tell us in chat.
Is there good? I was waiting for the punchline of a joke.
Like I don't. The thing is, though, I don't even really know if there is a good thing about Gosford. It's like
I didn't want to say that, but
it's where you go if you need to work in Sydney, but you don't have the money to live in Sydney. So that's as much as I know about it. Got a few friends who like commute like an hour and a half to the middle of the CBD just because they can at least afford to buy a house in Gosford. So
Gosford apparently rules. So
all right, Gosford rules.
Lackey,
Lockie, I imagine. Hey, Lockie. Lockie. Yeah. I'll call you Latchy from now on if you want, Vo.
Latchy. I'm bad at reading names. Okay.
It's okay.
I'm just a simple, semi-retired caster man.
All right, Latchy. Sorry for calling you by the wrong name. So we'll make sure not to call you Lockie anymore. All right, looks like we've got another quick select server, people joining, and so hopefully be back in again.
Yeah, so I mean, if you are just, I guess, tuning in, we'll fill you in on what's gone on so far. It's 3-1 currently, Jasmine Beef over Butterfly Defect. My name's Graham Morrison, aka GrahamCasts, aka the caster formerly known as Dreamboat, aka Giant Sentient Space Crystals, because I just tack on as many AKAs at this point as I can. Joined by Cole, who is Cole.
Hello, I'm Cole. That's about it, really. So, yeah, I guess for me, I used to play TF2 back in the day. So, started around 2008. Been playing for like on and off for about the last 12 years. So, used to commentate for Net Game Radio. And in my spare time, I like to go for bushwalks with my little dog and, yeah, visit other countries.
Ooh, what kind of dog?
Oh, yeah. So, my dog's, it's Dusty. It's a tiny, tiny little fucking white fluffy thing. I don't actually I don't even know what freaking breed it is. I just know it's too lazy to jump up on the lounge and it just likes getting warm in front of fire. So
what I need you to do is I need you to, on your phone, just send a picture of your dog to Thermite, and we'll see if we can get the dog put up and like brought up on stream at least. Because I feel like everyone, at least even if it's just after the game, everyone needs to at least see the dog.
All right, we'll get that done, guys. So just like get lots of dogs in chat, and we'll see about getting my dog up there too.
I mean, we already have a dog in the server, so it's perfect.
That's it. True.
It's dog night.
We also have a 9-year-old girl frog. So
this is where we need Doge back. We could have a dog party. Kennel party? I don't know.
Who knows? I'll say dog party. Why not? It's literally dog time, right? Shout out to Iraq boys. Still in the game.
Back in the game, still in the game. Never left the game. Well, Twitch chat, we are just waiting for them to figure out. They've got about 13 and a half minutes left on the map. obviously scoreline. They're not going to be able to, config in. They're not going to be able to exec commands and get the score right. But it is 3-1 Jasmine Beef. And those first 3 rounds were very quick. The other round, not quite as quick. And shout out to Communist. I actually met Tom back in October at PAX in Melbourne.
Yeah, how's he going? I know that he's always a bit of a rager and a funny dude to play TF2 with, and a pretty good medic at the end of the season. So
He's I think it was good. He seemed good. It was nice to finally put a face to the name. Hobbs, Communist, made whatever he calls himself now.
yeah, he's an Overwatch professional coach, isn't he? Isn't that what he does now?
Yes, sir.
Man, it's so good seeing people like move in from like what they progress to after they've played a lot of competitive TF2. I just became massive nerd on the cybersecurity, but I know that others actually live their dreams, and But it looks like, speaking of dreams, Paulson gets the bounce off and straight in the middle. He's way there before. It's Def AFK. They're building a sentry gun at last. I think they misunderstand how this works, or I completely misunderstand how this works. So what is it?
This is the huge brain play, okay? So, what Butterfly Defect have realized is that their mid-fights have been terrible, and they're better off not actually taking a mid-fight. However, their last holds have been pretty good. So, I think their thought is, if they just sit on last right now, set up for it, wait for them to push in. Oh my god.
I'm happy that play.
Realistically, what it actually was is this is the scenario where we're at before the server died, and I think they just decided that they'd concede mid and concede second to Jasmine, and then Rockied it up, and then.
Yep, that was we basically hacked them in several ways.
But they're actually seeming to go with it because there's some pressure being put on, and they've actually found a pair of kills. The Ubers come out, they found 3 now, push the players away, and they'll be able to cap out second. So, I guess in the agreement to reset the server, no one mentioned the fact that Rocky was inspired. No one acknowledged that that could be a possibility, and Rocky just is my hero, I'll be honest with you.
I'm honestly hoping that he just rolled out to like Cafe and just sat in there and just like cloaked him and just came up and behind him and stabbed him. Like that's just like the biggest salt. Like get your Steam salties in chat, guys. Like I'd be so mad if I just like was winning quite easily, quite comfortably, and then stab in the back just because the server died. So, and it looks like the Jasmine T are actually pushing into middle again with the Uber charge, taking down taking down Josh, but overall looks like we're going to get contested. So Raze, is he going to get picked with Cafe? He's on 1 health. There's a magic crossbow coming out. Now he gets taken down, and Uber's straight into Rocky. This is what I was saying. These very focused Ubers on Rocky and Deft as they make their way around the corner. It's common, and Rocky taking a duel with down takes him down. Downtown. And mid's already been capped, so the red team didn't actually cap middle point already. So
this is intriguing now, seeing how Butterfly Defect want to try and grab second. Josh manages to actually kill Cookie on the flank, so well done, Josh. Just Josh things.
Yeah, just having little duels off the side, let's just go over here and just meet on a little island and just have some fun together. So I love those tropical adventures that people on the flank go on. But it looks like we're getting off the island and back onto the point. So second place, second point. It's just walking straight in there and denying and getting everyone out of there. Everyone's from
how does Shuba live there?
What happened? Tell me all.
He basically 1v1 to scout and won it, and then a soldier showed up and he won his team came in and saved him. And now the Uber's out on last. The exchanges come around. They're trying to get in, trying to find any of these kills. Cookie's the only one to fall as Rocky hit a nice beat shot there. Will they find anything else though? There's a very shiny Rocky. Rocky gets rolled by Silva. Cover doesn't seem to matter. The point gets capped and the players fall from Jasmine B. 3-2 is the score. Butterfly Defect have grabbed the last 2 rounds.
That's it. It was a rocky roll. Is that what you said? I love it. Rock and roll. But Let's see how to go for this next middle here. Looks like both soldiers are playing very fast rollout from both soldiers. Josh coming straight onto the point. I'm not sure what, like, looks like Elmo is in, but just got picked off immediately before he achieved anything. This is a great opportunity for Josh to take a crossbow and just get straight into their face. So let's see what he does. And no, it looks like Tetris is getting contested. And players getting taken down, all from Jasmine T. Free dead. Are we going to see like lots of people coming in and chasing after them? You bet. Looks like Rocky's going to go take some fights, and let's get on his perspective. Rocky taking a duel slowly. Oh man, flick shot on the bloody sticky. That's it.
Hey man, it was a nice flick.
Yeah.
But now the contestants coming through. Jasmine trying to hold it, but they drop Elmo. And this could be really awkward as an Uber is surely about to come down. Rocky in so much trouble though, will fall. Silva managing to find that kill. I thought Lau was gonna pop, but instead they just decided to take the kill and walk away.
Yeah, I think it's good. Like when you're playing like these kind of like prem games, one player advantage is all you need to actually get like something happening and to actually really push that advantage really quickly. I think like the player advantage at the top level is like incredible because the individual skill of every player is just so high that you just miss that one player, it's enough. So, and it looks like we've got that fight, the Cookie's down and they're going straight into second with that one player advantage. So Cookie respawning in, making his way back to second, but he won't be here for a while. And it looks like they're just making their way back in the middle, just playing it safe, just keeping it alive. I think they saw that Cookie was almost there and didn't want to contest it.
They had to flash a lot in their Uber just to keep their two players in, and it was essentially a solo out of Jasmine Beef. So it really just had nothing done. May as well back out, reset, and try again.
That's it. So it looks like Butterfly Defect are going to play even Uber. So both soldiers making their way straight around the corner. Are they suiciding? Or no. Oh, massive shot there. But it takes down Elmo. He's going to have some beef, guys. Get the beef in chat. But unfortunately, it looks like despite the massive midi, a bunch of the players got taken down for Butterfly Defect, and the medic gets taken down as well. So we're looking at a mid cap for Jasmine Beef.
Ship is in! She managed to get down. Couldn't hit where it's due. He got down?
You get down a Shupa, you get down.
He also managed to drop Lau down to 45. We got a second rocket. It would have been sick, but Josh gets pulsed in. Josh is in, he forces the Uber. How did they let Josh do that? Deft, sure, he was there to support. How did they fall? But still, that's absolutely massive. Now Rocky's up on Spy. He wants to go for round 2.
I'm really hoping he doesn't do this because like both teams are an even Uber with player disadvantage. So I imagine that there's a good chance that Jasmine actually just pushes this right now because of the 2-player ad, but no, here we go, Spy play. Let's see how get on a Rocky cam. Let's get it going. And he gets taken down quickly. Lau ain't having none of that backstabby thing again.
I think Down actually wound up b-hopping off of him and then realized that there was a Spy as he didn't hit the ground.
That's the best. Accidental Spy coverage. Oh, dude. As
I had one of those in my match today where I like walked backwards into a Spy and I'm like, wait, what? Only reason we knew.
Well, it's actually the onus is on what's his Butterfly Defect to push this. If they wanted to like be boring players, like but effective, Jasmine Beef could just literally sit here for the next 5 minutes. I mean, it wasn't better back in 2010 to just sit there and like eke out time because you didn't really have to worry about the game all that much because you had a score advantage. But let's see if they've realized that since there's only 5 minutes left on the clock, that they're the ones who have to actually try to make the play. But yeah, what do you think?
I mean, it's tough to try and make a play out like this, but I like what they've done with it. They got the Uber out on Rocky, getting right up in their face, but the damage just isn't there. There's a lot of flashing. Rocky gets dropped, and this could be quite bad, but accidental player manages to surf away. It's not going to be totally atrocious. They drop Rocky, they reset to where they are. Not a really big deal.
Ivana getting it pushed all the way back, but the thing about that is like that's another 40 seconds that they don't have, like because it takes 40 seconds to charge the Uber up, and look, straight into the last, like Jasmine's getting in there, doing damage as much as they can, taking down Josh, taking down Shupa and Raze. What else are they doing? Rocky taking a player down, and we got Silvo having a bit of a chill at last point, wings his way out and gets out balcony. So
Rocky's here though, and Paulson is going to be in so much trouble, but he managed to get it, and there's a backup. Are they going to stop it in time? They do just get there in the nick. Selvo finally falls. Def was 15, and now that's going to keep second in possession of Jasmine because they can't push out. There's so much time that someone just needs to sneeze on that point.
Said Paulson getting the double pipe off, swatting the insects. But unfortunately, this is just going to turn into a bloody shit fight, like a real scrappy AFL moment happening here. So neither team, like both, like the other team, the Jasmine Beef, are fully aware that they've got like massive score advantage, so they can just like play scrappy little fights for as long as they want because anything just delays the time. It means that the other team can't really do much to get off of it. But they want to finish this game. They want it done.
Rocky,
so
get a shot, please.
they're
Oh, he
getting in.
finally gets the big meat shot, and will clean up down. He whiffed so hard, and now he's back to pounding, taking him down, slapping him around, and there's two left alive, Cookie and Paulson. Both are ahead. They should be able to try and walk out here. But Cookie finds a Rocky. And there is Vanna with the crossbow kill.
Control point is being contested.
Knocks him down. No one's back capping. Second will be grabbed. 3 minutes left with a chance to tie the map.
We have secured
That's it, 3 minutes. It's enough to take a round, and I think if they do take the round, the score is even. It's a draw. But there's only so much that you can do in 3 minutes. Let's see how they play.
They're so in on Lowie's 21, and Shuba couldn't get the last rock. This is all kinds of heartbreaking as these frags come around. Vanna finally falls, and that might just seal. Elmo spams a lot of letters in chat.
Guys,
He's
that's
fed
it.
up.
He's so mad. Get your Elmo beefs in chat. That's it. Tell him he's screwed up. Let him know.
Hey, he even says that he's well, he says some very rude things about himself there too.
That's it. He is Elmo. As it looks like we're getting Jasmine T to just like play defensively. Lau keeping his turning around every 180, like every 2 seconds, watching out for the Rocky spy. So, but it looks like he's gonna get forced.
Oh! He hit that on the force medic too. That was a sick shot. Too bad he Ubered. Would have been a big fat drop. I'd like to see that. That would have been sick. But a minute 45 left. We might be in trouble. They can't really contest. They need to try and contest second. There's not going to be a contest. There's Ray's gonna lose this 1v1 to a soldier, probably. The push is in on last. The cap's coming down. Everybody's dead. 4-2 is your score. That's the way this map's going to end. A minute 26 left. We might have a pity mid-fight. We may not. Who knows?
We'll see. Hopefully they'll do it for the fans, but it doesn't look like they're rolling out any meme classes, so I think they are.
That's just where like you just all shift classes. that's the play. Because they can all play every class apparently. So, but they're actually doing a proper mid, so it's something at least. Rocky's very far. He's alone. Doesn't really have support. But now a soldier comes in. That Shipway does take down Silvo. I'm going to cast this because I can. It's always nice to cast in TF2, but Vanna in so much trouble is alive. Oh, Cookie with the long range spam gets it.
Man, Cookie got saved there by Lau, hitting it like a midi crossbow right in the middle of the air. As we see our good friend Shupa heading all the way to spawn camp or do something fun. Maybe he's trying to avoid the end of game frags because he just doesn't want to get picked off there. So sitting at the spawn waiting.
He could.
He wants to kill Lau. He wants to.
He might get.
Oh, he sees Elmo. Elmo's beefing his way out. Where is the medic? No, and he knew. He
It
knew.
was no.
He
That's
knew.
heartbreaking. I'm so sad. He's gonna die. He's gonna die. No, he lives. But he's still probably gonna die very shortly. I'm waiting. Well, actually, everybody's in on second right now, so this is very different. As time expires, he managed to live. Good job. He survived.
Alrighty. So that was a fairly good game. I think coming back to it, like once they realized that their middle fights weren't so good and they swapped it up a bit, when Butterfly Defect got to the situation where they're just playing the tug of war game, I feel like they were doing like a lot better in that situation, a lot more comfortable with it. So
I agree. I do think they were a little bit slower to react to a few things that weren't quite working than I'd expect from them. But again, it's week 2, so granted, I mean, they are experienced players, but still, sometimes you gotta shake off even that between season rust. And yeah, it's tough. I need to see better adaptation from them on Snakewater, assuming they need to adapt. I think that's gonna be the biggest thing that changes the story in this as we go map to map. That said, I'm looking at some damage. Josh at 337 top damaging in the server is freaking fat.
Yeah, could you like send me where the stats are? Where are they?
I only see them because I have the stream open and they're on stream. So
Ah, let me open that stream.
Elmo went 6 and 16 with 212 DPM, and that's just heartbreaking. Poor soldier. Shupo was pretty close with them at 6 and 15 with 229. Just roamer life. Let's see though.
Alrighty.
What's noteworthy? Silvo at 16 and 5 with 320. Damn, that's fat. That's hot. It's all kinds of hot.
Sorry, it's just taking time for these logs to load up for me. Maybe, there we go. So let's have a look.
Also, shout out to Down, Mr. Capper. Got 10 caps. Top capper.
One thing I think is like fairly interesting and something I called out earlier was that I expected Rocky to do a lot more than he actually did. He went 11 for 12, which as a pocket scout is like, I guess that's maybe because it was the very last round, but even when he played in the normal round, he had like 10 for 8 as well and didn't achieve that much like damage wise either. And I feel like I was expecting a lot more to come from a player with really strong deathmatch. So
let's see. Swapping over. Paulson top damage in the post taking a dump. So I guess he started out taking a dump in the server and then decided to call a pause and take an actual dump and then decided to just dump on the opposition in the second half.
that's it, just got to dump your pipes where you need to and dump your stickies on them. So, but no one really wants a sticky dump. They're really hard to clean, so don't worry about those ones.
Moving on. Shupa with 295. There's some good damage coming out there, and Def still continuing an impressive performance that he had. His damage wasn't quite as high as I'd expect. He had a flashy half. Looks like he didn't have the most consistent half. But he definitely had a lot of flash. Like, there were times where he walked out and got a 4K, and I'm like, okay, just Def things.
Yeah. Look, I think the medics, there's quite a difference as well, like in how Laos played versus Varna. So at the very, I understand that it's easier for the medic who's winning the mid fights to get better statistics, but at the same time, the amount of time it took both teams to like grind Uber was like, that means that Varna's not calling at his team to just hurry up and get to him because he was a whole 10 seconds slower than the other team was in actually grinding Uber. But that could also be the fact that Paulson, like, what do you call it? Jasmine are very, very competent and they know that they need to edge out every single advantage. So they're just really constant on just making sure they get Uber as quickly as possible and use it whenever they want to. The good thing is that both teams are actually very effective at using the Uber once they got it. But yeah, at the same time, it just took a lot longer on average for Varna to actually get it. So and that's concerning to me when you're playing at the top level. So because 10 seconds is a big difference. So.
And apparently Dave still hasn't finished his reflections, so we are still with Lau on medic. And while we are going live, what's your prediction here? What's your call, Mr. Cole?
Alrighty, I'm hoping to see Elmo jump in the kitchen, cook some beef, and screw up miserably. But otherwise, I really want to see like some really aggressive play from the scouts, like playing down the sides. So, and it looks like they're doing it again. So, and Varna has no HUD.
No HUD.
Yeah.
Wrong time, apparently.
But let's see. I want Elmo to go to the kitchen and cook some beef for us, guys. How about you? What do you think?
I feel like Elmo, if he was cooking some beef, he's got to be a well done kind of guy, which breaks my heart because rare steak all the way.
Dude, I had a pub lunch today. It was fantastic because the sirloin steak was just top, and because pubs have been closed for so long, I treated myself. So go get them juicy beef when you can, guys.
How do you like your steak?
I like it. It depends. It's either blue rare or medium rare, depending on whether I'm a savage or not.
He is a real human. I appreciate it. And speaking of real humans, we have 12 of them live into this mid fight right now. Posted in all kinds of trouble. Rocky just held W, hit the meat shots, and down goes Cookie. This is the kind of response we needed from Butterfly DEFECT. They needed to wake up. They needed to have a big mid fight, and you better believe that they did. down is hiding. He's going straight in. Oh, on the demo. He's not able to get him. Deft with a nice bite. And now second is free. Josh is forward and lower.
The control point is being contested.
Guys, as predicted, Elmo did go to the kitchen, and then he immediately went and cooked his beef real badly. It was well done. Wasn't very good. Missed all the rockets on the medic. But it looks like they're going to just take a super advantage. Top left straight in there. Schuber gets him and taken really far into the distance. What's happening? Are they... The med didn't survive, right? Oh, Loud did. So they managed to keep the Uber. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. So that force is really, really good. I didn't even realize they were just like going to sack there. So let's see if like Jasmine actually goes to push straight into second with a 2-player advantage now. So, but if they don't, I feel like this match is going to be closed up for the first round pretty quickly. So.
Well, there is still the possibility that there is the old-fashioned snake water last push beef. We've seen it time and time again.
That's it. As it looks like they're getting ready to push him underneath straight away. So, leading on Rocky in the demo, taking them both out, flashing both at the same time. Trying to do as much damage to the heavy as he can, and baiting the cap. Rocky's on the cap, is he going to get crossbowed repeatedly? Bam, gets hit another time, and lots of players really low on health, but not able to capitalize on that Uber advantage, unfortunately. So, that's one of the things about pushing Snake Water, is you're going uphill, and a lot of players have really, really good positioning. The utility class is very effective.
You jinxed it. You said we were going to see the first round go end very quickly there, and instead all they do is kill like one person. They get a late second person, and instead we're tied 0-0 still early on in the match. That little head timer is completely broken. It says there is no time left, so that's heartbreaking HUD break.
No, that's exactly what we want. We want a close game where it's back and forth constantly. We don't want any rolls, so I jinxed it on purpose. So got the magic big brain galaxy plays here. Speaking of which, you got a big brain play. Both scouts coming to cap the point and increase their score so they can get better logs at the end of the game. So.
If you are just tuning in, this is Jasmine Beef versus Butterfly Defect. Jasmine Beef took Sunshine by a score of 4-2 after a little server shenanigans in the middle there. Now here we are, live on our second map. Early on, nothing is the score.
Looks like Paul Silver getting called out by a sneaky sticky trap hidden on the right of the saw rooms. So I think they're just going to probably wait. And wow, Paulson gets taken down as well. Down takes that. Both demos are down for both teams, so no need to fear the stickies today. Let's see if they push in with that.
They are actually walking forward. Rocky, he walks in alone. He's in so much trouble. He gets dropped, and now the Uber's out, and no one is there to heal. Rocky overextends just past his medic, and now this is a absolute crumbling for Butterfly Defect, and not the good kind, not like the dessert crumble, more like the tragic kind, like when your entire team falls apart and you lose a round.
Yeah, when the accidental player accidentally drops all of his players, there's a bit of a problem going on there. So unfortunately for Paul Varner, he let his key player die immediately and then got completely lost because he didn't know what to do. So, and it looks like we're just going to have an Uber coming in, and I think that's all she wrote, guys. No, look, there's a lot of contesting going in. Even though pushing in with that Uber advantage, it looks like it's nearly a complete roll, guys. Wow. Hey, I keep doing it, guys. The jinx is real.
So I gotta give credit where it's due. I missed who. It was Raze that did it. He was on NG. He had the Frontier Justice, so he got the revenge crits when the sentry went down and one-shot Elmo by doing 180. Elmo, though, is going to kill Josh on the snip out of forward spawn. And it's a distraction as Silvo gets mana. Oh, man. The double off-class shenanigans. And Silver's alive, too. And that's probably my favorite part in all of this, is he's still here just to cause all kinds of chaos. He's got pistol down death. Oh, I was hoping he was going to get it.
Look, I love all the shenanigans that are going on right now. I don't know how effective Silver's going to be as a spy moving forward, but let's see how it goes. And bloody, how did Cookie get out of that situation? Okay, that's it. Maybe I should just stop commentating because nothing I say happens seems to go ahead, so.
That's okay. Silvo definitely won't be able to do anything on spy here. Definitely won't, Cole. Say it with. He definitely won't be able to do anything on spy.
He definitely won't kill Shupa right now, which would be the best meme play. But maybe he's actually just gonna, you know, sap the sentry, get our good old pub place in, and Oh, there it is, guys. Big
That's
sentry
so-
sap done. Big Silver getting in.
And now he's just capping
and now
point.
he's back capping the point like a real spy.
Oh
And
my
bam, he gets
God.
taken down. Rocky with the incredible brass beast. Beasting up cool, smashing down. Looks like everybody getting taken away. I think it's a bit hard pushing of the spy. I think the sentry sap was an interesting play, but overall, not quite good enough.
The control point is being contested.
Jeez, I don't know what I'm watching, man.
You're watching the premier
Silvo
ozfortress
is
teams.
back on spy. Silvo is back on spy. How the hell did Josh not hit him? He like phased through him, and now Silvo is in. Oh my God, he gets Vanna again. The drop, and he lives again. Silvo is the greatest spy I've ever seen. Oh
And he
my
gets
God.
taken out by Rocky. Man, this is like the bloody old Poom days where there used to be an NZ player called Poom and do nothing in sixes but play spy, and everyone would be terrified of him. So, anyone remember that guy?
Man, if this is the TF2 that I've been missing in my time away doing Counter-Strike, I'm so glad I'm back, and I guess I'm staying up till 4 a.m. a lot more to watch a lot more ozfortress TF2 because I love it. I am loving every minute of this.
The scrappy players are pretty fun to watch, but it looks like both teams are going to a, what I would say the cookie cutter rollout. Maybe an engineer is a poor substitution for a scout, but whatever, it'll do. He's setting up for last, but I imagine it's because there's uber advantage going straight for Jasmine. As they take it straight underneath, they're going straight there. Ubering, and looks like they're going for the sentry gun now. Having to focus on that, but it doesn't mean that they're not doing any damage to any of the players. Looks like poor Josh is going to fall to his death. Finished off. No miracle crossbows there. And it looks like the heals are all on Rocky. Can he kill everybody? And
Sure,
no, they just
try.
leave.
Well, see, what's key if they actually manage to get out here without conceding second is the fact that because of the discrepancies in time of pops, Lau's has a 40% ad here. If they can live, they might be able to contest second with that. That's going to be huge. In fact, that's what they're doing. They're starting to walk right back in here. Cookie's putting in the pressure. Bombs are coming down. Second's so close to being capped. They need to just try and get it, but the bomb's coming over the top, and it gets Vanna. Oh my. The medic is dead.
It looks like Rocky's going to come behind the middle. Is he going to be able to pick the medic? Let's have a look. No, he's just playing defensively from the window. Poor Rocky. Can't even go out there and have a shot anymore. So, hey, guys, Elmo cooked his beef really good that time, you know? That was the medium rare, and it was worth the $40. So, that's it. That's all you want to see.
Alert. The control point is being captured.
But as we watch both teams, it looks like Lau's got 100% Uber advantage. He's going to be making his way, to be able to take the top left a second. They know the sentry gun's there. Oh, poor Silva nearly gets taken. I feel like he would have done better as a spy. Could have at least sapped it. Out they go. Looks like Silva and Paulson taking out the sentry gun, trying to make their way up to the far right. We got the brass beast heavy. Everybody's focusing him, but it's not working. He's still there, taking everyone down.
Doing it.
Oh, big fat heavy man takes everyone down again. Oh, I love it. Heavy weapons man. Don't touch his gun.
Man, why is Brass Beast allowed?
Alert.
Mate,
Doesn't it
it's-
have literally no downsides?
It's like you have to remain stationary so your medic can hit all the crossbow shots on you. And
Yeah, you have to do that anyways. It does
Because
higher
that's what it
damage.
does.
You can't be headshot. Because if you're fully buffed, I think it only does 420 on a headshot. There's
Yeah.
literally no downside. That's dumb. I'm not a fan of that being allowed. But it's working. And now Def bombing straight forward with the Uber. Not able to find any kills off of it. Okay, maybe they get down. But now there's a player in on top and in trouble. No, he is going to live this time. Elmo doesn't do it. Elmo doesn't get the job done, but it doesn't matter. There's still big Uber ad on the side of Lau. Lau's being walked at by Josh. Trying to hit these directs. They're trying to find any kills. Josh actually gets Cookie off of it. Now the spam's coming through. Lau is going to real full death with the sticky.
This looks like they're going to come back. Oh, well, I've been wrong before. Let's see how it goes this time. But as it seems that the Butterfly DEFECT team are making their way down to the grassy knoll, will they be able to make it in? And Elmo trying to take this. He's going to give a haircut? No, he's decided to leave. He knows that the demo wants him dead, so looks like we're not going to be going Elmo's world today.
We have lost the control point.
Now it's being capped. Will we finally see the end of the first round of the second half? second map, I should say. I guess it is technically a half.
We get to see the difference between the Thomas Slab versus the Brass Beast. So let's see how down goes on his Thomas Slab. I'm thinking that the damage is going to make the difference. So as he just decides to get closer and closer to spawn, they've Ubered, taken down a sentry gun. Looking like they're going to straight away take away Cookie. Cookie wasn't able to get away in time, so off of the roof. And here we go, Thomas Slab not doing the damage that the Brass Beast does and getting taken down. Ouch. And yeah, looks like their Butterfly Defect are up 1 round.
I'm literally going into my loadout right now and changing from Thomas to Brass Beast.
Yeah, I'm just going to always use the Brass Beast now.
I play heavy on my main my RGL main team. Well, I'm Scout, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I'm the designated heavy. I gotta get the swap in. And on this mid, we'll see if they can swap in and get another round. One of the laws of TF2 is when you have a long round like that, first round, the second round usually is quick. Speaking of quick, Elmo is quickly in, so is Cookie to put a lot of pressure on, but they haven't actually found these kills. They've done a lot of damage, but there is no kills yet for the side of Jasmine Beef. Still trying to find any of these players, but Elmo going in deep. Oh, he gets both players. He gets so much damage and takes out Def, takes out Vanna. Now they are going to retreat, turn their tail and run, but they're keep Lauer alive, but left drop Paulson. I'd walk right back in here with the Scout. Do it. You won't. Bring them in.
That's it. The beat baller, take Cookie in. He'll hit every rocket. Do it. Go. He's got a bloody chicken for a head. Of course he's going to hit all the rockets. You know? He's got the bird accuracy. Instantaneous reflexes. But no, it looks like they're just going to wait for Paulson and do a relatively sensible mid push instead. So, yeah, what I found really effective in that rollout was that, you know, Elmo did go to kitchen, he did get behind, and then, like, when you got a player behind, everybody is focusing on thinking about what they're going to be doing, and it looks like Lau's not getting forced at middle, so both soldiers missing the opportunity to put Lau down. But yeah, as I was saying, if you're thinking about like what's behind you all the time, then it means that you're not really focused exclusively on how to deathmatch or what's happening in front of you. And Elmo took advantage of that situation, came out kitchen and like took down 3 players that were busy swapping between looking forward and looking behind. Because guys, you always need to be looking forward.
Even Uber's here for this last hold. Butterfly Defect. Trying to see if they can hang on. They have that 1 round lead. First one took about 12 minutes to get the round. This round's only been alive for about 2. We'll see if it can be another long one or if we're in for a little bit shorter round. See how they elect to try and break this. They got Cookie on sniper. Cookie is an absolutely mental sniper. So
There we go. Barber Cookie with a haircut. He doesn't get the... Unfortunately, just misses it. So.
Rocky's holding the angle, so this could be a little tough. It's gonna be an awkward one if he repeaks the same one. He's about to try and walk into that sight line. They're jiggling each other. It's so very close. And Rocky's gonna win it. Easier to hit the shot when you just gonna have to hold the angle than try and peek into it.
Looks like they're going to try to make a play off of this, and Shupa isn't able to force Lau, but maybe Rocky's able to get a peek and shot off on something. Yeah, it's interesting that well, Rocky's got this bloody golden freaking sniper rifle, so let's see if that helps him out. Oh, here we go, guys. It's happening. Shupa's playing Spy. We've got all the utilities, guys. All the utils are happening right here on TF Live.
Is Shupa just spy checking? Yeah, Shupa was just spy, or off-class checking, I should say. He's just getting the informations. Realizes that there is no off-classes for the time.
That's really important. Something that maybe other players aren't really aware of. Could you explain that for like some of our audience?
Yeah, absolutely. So if basically how it works is if you go on Spy and you swap to each of the disguises, each of the players, if it doesn't show up or if it shows up with someone weird being on that class, then you know it's like, you know, if it shows Paulson is their sniper, you realize that's not the case. If it has no cosmetics, you realize that there's no one there. So
see? Don't you learn new things from TF2 cast, guys? There you go. Silver getting wrecked and Cookie down too. Let's see if they're pushing straight into lobby with this like 2-player advantage. And Schuper capping sec. No, he's just decided to play aggressive, trying to get underneath to kill Elmo. Elmo gets out. He gets kicked. Schuper come back, get some health. Look at all this rocket jumping going on. I feel like these players spend a lot of time practicing and perfecting their jump map skills. So.
Always did love watching Riot play just because his jumps were so smooth. Big Tempest gamer roamer.
Alright, Lau 100% Uber, so, and Accidental Player, or Varna, also with 100% Uber. Let's see if we're going to get some sacks in. I don't think, and here we go, straight away, Elmo comes in, tries to get both rockets off. Third rocket coming down from Cookie, he knows it's okay, he's accepted his death, and then we can say that the Cookie, rest in peace. So with that Uber like taken away, I feel like it's going to be really hard for the Butterfly Defect team to be able to defend effectively. So let's see what they choose to do. Maybe come up with some kind of utility class, or, you know, maybe hold it loosely.
Well, they're still spamming from a range, just trying to hang in there for the time being, Josh, because his rockets are so damn fat.
Alert. Our control point is
And looks like they're going to get the point for free. So that's it's good because like Jasmine would have like as soon as they saw that you were in lobby would have just like taken people in there straight away and multied across everybody because they knew that they had 100% ad. So keeping everyone alive and just in choke points like that's super important. And it looks like the Brass Beast Heavy is actually in spawn, unfortunately, so he's not able to come out and kill stuff. He gets taken down. Paulson hitting pipes, Deft hitting more pipes though, and we've got Cookie on the point. We've got Raze is finishing up, and Uber's killed. So I think it looks like they're just capping the point, not focusing on taking any kills here.
So
the
much
9-year-old
damage.
girl frog is going to chill aside, take the medic down with him, and can we see a two-shot? Can we see a two-shot play? Oh no!
Raze lived for so long, and all he had to do was try and delay for Josh to get there. Josh gets the easiest 2K of his life. Players were hurt. We'll finally fall to Silvo down below. However, there's only one player out on second right now. This could actually be really awkward. Raze is gonna get caught out here. Raze might escape. He's juking around. How is he alive? How has he been untouched? And now his team is here with him. And they kill Elmo. They managed to delay for so long. Raze is literally, you know, so he thinks he's untouchable.
He's literally untouchable. I think, like, honestly, the winger is a very, like, I feel like it's really changed compared to the Team Fortress 2, like a huge margin, giving scouts far too much maneuverability. So, but it looks like we've got Deft and Rocky getting taken out as they try to push into middle. And you know what? I think this is a good opportunity, and they're taking it straight to Grassy.
Schuper!
Oh, Lau, he's got balls of steel, keeping up on 20 health, not popping. Oh, he doesn't even have Uber. Fair enough.
Paulson ate a rocket from Josh, and for some reason, even though they were close together, it didn't actually splash Lau. It should have killed Lau.
Wow. Oh, there you go. TF2 unbalanced game. So, and it looks like both teams have popped Uber. Varna's staying on the point, but it looks like they're playing very defensively, keeping back. And it looks like both soldiers are taking the high ground, so unable to get some picks off. But no, so many players really low in health, but unfortunately not getting killed, so they're still participating in the fight. And there we go. Jasmine ties it up 1-1.
The round hath been knotted. Score tied 1-1. Of course, the first map of this Jasmine beef did take 4-2. Got now 10 minutes left, roughly, in this game. Will they be able to come back? Who is going to be able to pull this out? Is it going to be a 1-1 split? Is it going to be 2-0? What are we going to see? Who knows? We see pressure coming around on this mid fight, trying to get in their faces. Josh's bomb gets absolutely stuffed. Decides maybe he's not going to go for that right now. And here comes the bombs back forth, but accidental player. That's Vanna is dead. There is no medic. This is an absolute mulching. Pulsing with a big fat 2K on this mid. Cookie got another, and Jasmine Beef have crushed it. And Rocky's trying to stay in there. He falls too.
Silvo with the strong taunt. That's just a way to show Rocky who's boss. So, and yeah, it looks like unfortunately there's going to be a last hold. So Varna trying to get up Uber charge. Obviously not going to be able to get it in time. Got a sentry coming up. Probably Mr. Big Brass Beast mate coming out on the side. So, well, when he comes up, we'll wait and see. As it looks like Jasmine getting ready to push from underneath. So. And waiting the time. And Silver goes in. No,
Here
popping Uber
they
straight away.
go.
Running
Uber
at the fat
is
boy.
it. Now will they be able to find these kills though? They're trying to find anything. The gun goes down. Finally, they get that down. Rocky's still here, just turning it in with the brass beast. He's staying alive for so long. He is finally gonna fall, but that might be too little, too late. Cookie's the only fragging player left alive, and he is now fallen. Lau trying to escape. 137. He's got a soldier in his face. Oh, and he managed to jump off of him, but the arrow Shupa falls to Lau. Oh, Lau.
I have to say that was some very impressive rocket jumping by Shupa, able to like surf around the corner directly into Storeroom. But also equally impressive was the fact that Lau decided to stand still, aim the crossbow, and smash him, bringing him to the ground and keep him alive. But holy crap, why is the brass beast so effective? He just sat there getting bloody like needles in his head over and over again, and just sitting there pumping out the damage and killing all the beats. So as it looks like, wow!
Mo. What the hell, man? That was absolutely insane, but they're on the point right now. The Uber's out. Oh, he's managing to stay alive for so long, but he steps off of it. Why?
Oh, guys, that's a Varna beef right there, deciding, hey, you know what? I wouldn't mind losing this round. Pulling the Ubersaur out and then just walking off the point. So, yep, guys, get your Varna beef in chat this time. It's not an Elmo.
Why, Vanna? Oh, man, that's heartbreaking. A tough round to lose. But they are right back into this mid-fight here. Cole trying to fire out these stickies, trying to fire him around, trying to find a frag, trying to find a kill as they have started to dial it in. Josh coming forward, big fat bomb from Shepa over the top. Gets right in, launches loud forward, but not into a meet. Paulson in trouble, but it doesn't matter. This whole team is crumbling around him. Frags are coming in fast and furious. Rocky's in deep. Should fall, will fall. Now Def should be the next casualty any second now. The remaining players here for Butterfly Defect should get cleaned up. The two of them trying to escape. Vanna on 95. And a soldier lands on his head. Stops him and he closes him down. That was beautiful from Cookie.
Yeah, again, like how important it is to be able to just have really fast movement as a soldier and rocket jumping. That was what enabled Cookie to be able to go out the window and immediately just get in there and kill Varno just before he made himself in the lobby and hopefully got a lot safer.
But Shupa gets the force.
The same point, though. I find it interesting the fact that the scout wasn't looking behind to deal with the jumping soldier while the medic was running away. So, yeah, that confused me a little bit.
Yeah, that is a little questionable. You know what's not questionable?
Control point is being contested.
No, tell me what's
What
not questionable?
Kralik is doing right now.
Is he? Oh, yep, he's gone spy. Get onto his perspective and see what he does. So,
He's by all the gamers.
all right, guys, silence.
Yeah, of
There
course.
he is.
It's so free.
That's it. Free pick. Lau not looking behind. Who would play spy in the premiere of Team Fortress 2? Like, who would do that? Kralik, is he gonna get another step? Oh no! Cookie finds him. He's. I don't know if he's gonna get away. And
Of course he does.
He gets
Of
out.
course he does.
Unpunished. Not punished.
I love Kunu's reaction in chat. That's amazing.
Guys, this Rocky guy. He's good at everything. Best utility, right?
He's Hertz started a trend and now he's just trying to outdo Hertz, I guess.
The Cornish game hens and all of that. As the Uber gets popped straight into second, and you'll find there's no one here. Where is everyone? It's a ghost
Elmo's
town.
on last.
So-
That's where he is.
Oh,
He's gonna win
Elmo.
it.
Is he gonna get
He
it?
doesn't.
Ah, Shupa gets the kill.
Shupa.
We have captured the control point.
Yeah, Rocky's starting to shoot the sticks off as they make their way into the middle of the two-player advantage they've got going. So,
Alert. The control point is being contested.
Yeah, these players are out. They've spaced. They decide no, we don't want to be there right now. But now you know what? They decide.
and then it's like,
maybe
no,
now.
no, we actually do want to be in here. So, but that's it. These teams are so good as soon as like I guess Snakewater is the map that makes it really easy to escape from these like Uber situations. But at the same time, like when you've got advantage like that, you need to use it. So the fact that they're able to force people out is incredible. And here we go. Wow. Two massive jumps coming from Elmo and Cookie, able to take down Varna immediately. But let's see if there's any further consequences from it. Are we going to expect to see all of them come back to go fight middle? Who knows? Stay tuned.
Yeah, they are going quite hard for this. Problem is they don't have healing, so that's all that Loud needs to do is just play around his team, make sure he gets them healed up, and this should be an absolute crushing for Jasmine Beef, but they actually concede mid. I'm a little surprised that they conceded. They should have just played their heals, in my opinion at least, and not let that cap go down because there was no heals for
I think it's
Butterfly.
fine though, because like in this situation, the other team's going to go pick up their medic, and they know that they're already low and hurting, so they're going to go get the health packs that are nearby. So cap the point to get forward spawn and then concede mid immediately because the other team has uber advantage. So I think that rather than take silly death matches, it made sense for Jasmine to do what they did.
And that's why you played at a lot higher level than I did.
That's alright, guys. Yeah. Still
See,
never
that's why
played
I'm
Prep.
the play-by-play guy. I just get to talk about things and maybe say things and get corrected when I'm wrong, which is all the time. So, as we have this last push coming out, Uber didn't get a lot done. It just got Chupa. That was it.
It's a critical player to kill the roamer on the Uber as quickly as possible. So, just because it makes you feel better at the game. So, but it looks like both teams are just like sitting back. We've got Uber advantage coming for also only 3.5 minutes left on the clock. So Vana must be feeling the pressure now. They have to get in there and take it. So they're going underneath. So Def gets taken by Silvo with a headshot from the grassy knoll. So, ouch, poor JFK.
Now, will they find anything else on the backs of it? They need to still try and move forward regardless. 3 minutes, as you said, puts on a lot of pressure. Will they be able to make their way out of last? They need to try and find a way to get out somehow. It's so difficult. Rocky on Sniper, though, might be the key to do so. Taking that duel with Silvo, not quite able to win it. Neither man has come out superior yet. But the
And Rocky gets up on snipping, so...
It's tough. I mean, that was big Uber advantage for them to lose. 30 seconds. And
Yeah,
they
but-
couldn't really push off when you have a sniper like that. It's
But you can't
difficult
push off
task.
with a cookie kill like that, so here they go straight in, and Rocky gets taken down immediately by Elmo, the 9-year-old girl frog. So Josh gets taken in. We got a pocket Uber, guys, back to 2010. So here he goes straight to the enemy team, not able to achieve anything, and that's why it stayed in 2010.
Oh my god, Vanna's alone. Vanna left away from all his players, but Josh came back, saving Vanna. And now the Uber is in out on last right now. Deft is in all kinds of trouble. Lives a lot longer than he should have. Vanna's going to fall too. And this might just be the round, and that would seal the game if they can get it. And indeed they do. They kill everybody and take a 3-1 lead with 2 minutes left. I think, dear Cole, that might be all she wrote. In fact, that should be all she wrote.
Yeah, I don't see in 2 minutes the poor Butterfly Defect team actually coming back to win this, so... well, that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Oh, I may as well cast the mid for the sake of it. Josh just goes deep and kills Paulson because he can. Chupa does not much, though, unfortunately, as the remaining players are starting to fall. Trying to find these kills. Elmo even calls out the beef. We can get some Elmo beefs in chat.
That's it. Get the Elmo beefs in chat, guys. Get it in there. Just one last time. We need to support our fellow Elmos at this point. As they make their way down to the grass, getting up onto the point, capping it, and hey, maybe they're going to go ahead and look at trying to make this a 4-1 lead instead, or maybe they're just padding their stats, who knows, right? We want to be the #1 on the write-ups every month, so... Cookie, he's being a bit of a goblin behind, so Goblin Cookie going for a back cap, and no, just giving up on that. And they're pushing straight to last. Uber's been popped on both teams in the top right. And yeah, neither team achieves anything with their Ubers. All players are alive, but Cookie's just having a bit of a good goblin time in upper lobby.
Well, it is the big fat, heavy out, big fat fragger, and that closes things down. What a game, Cole! What a series! This was absolutely incredible. So many great plays. I've absolutely blown away. Of course, if you are just tuning in, you just missed a pretty big banger. Jasmine Beef took Sunshine 4-2. They're going to take Snake Water 3-1. Of course, my name is Graham Morrison, formerly known as Dreamboat, currently known as GrahamCasts, joined by Cole, formerly known as Cole, currently known as Cole.
And
Mr.
also
Cole.
formerly known as Giamanis, so... thanks for tuning in. I guess we'll have a look at the logs after this and then like wrap up. What do you think?
I think that sounds absolutely swell, my friend. I'm also going to
Alrighty.
take this time to give a quick love to Mr. Thermite on production. I almost
Yeah,
said
good.
on pronunciation, like pronunciation, and that would have just been the creation of a word.
Guys, give your love for the pronunciation of Thermite, please. All of the Thermite love in the chat.
Look, it's
There we
now
go.
it's now 5:30 a.m. I think I'm allowed at the end of that to have a little bit of a misspeachual.
Gonna
As
have
it were.
some Graham beef in chat soon as well, then, right?
There we go. I try and provide a little bit for everything, including me sounding like an idiot. It works out.
As long as everyone's having fun. So let's see about
Exactly.
getting those stats up.
And there's nothing more fun than Australian Team Fortress 2.
Heard it here first.
I love it, honestly. The scene's great. The people are great. The off-classing shenanigans are absolutely brilliant.
They're fun. I say that they're just very fun to see that happening. So, especially
it used
like
to be
this,
EU
gosh.
gimmicks was the big thing. No, it's AU gimmicks.
Man, I loved just the Brass Beast play, constantly defending last every single time, like with Rocky. It was just so good. That would have been a lot slow. Oh, there we go. Good logs coming into chat now. Let's have a look at them.
Oh man, Def slapping, top damaging on the server on demo 285. Rocky coming in at 256. Like the top 3 damage players were all Butterfly Defect. That shows you how different this game could have been.
Are you sure? Because you got Paulson's up there as well, 7,000
Yeah.
like 500. So, but like yeah, there's a lot of damage output's been like done by Butterfly Defect. So I'd say like on individual skill, there was definitely they had the advantage at this point. But I think that just the cohesion that was coming down. There was a couple of times where I saw like Varna just get completely lost, and you could definitely see it in the stats between Lau and Accidental Player. 12 deaths to 6. So I don't know if that means that he wasn't surfing very well, or if Lau was just very good at positioning. One thing I did notice, like that was very, very good from Jasmine's team, was they, like as soon as they were in a situation that they knew that they needed to get out, they were so far out of it. They were just at bloody Mars, just all the way away. There's no way they actually reached them at all, and that's like incredible because a lot of teams get caught out in the lower divisions just because they aren't far enough away. So the fact that they're that coordinated to be able to, the flow of Team Fortress 2, understand it in such detail, love it.
Yeah, I mean, Rocky as well just had a little bit of lack of cohesion with Vanna. It felt at times as well. There were just moments where he was steps ahead. Only a couple steps even, but sometimes that's just too far. And I found there were a couple times that it would have been better if he was just, a hair slower. Would have had his team with them, might have had more plays come through. Cohesion needs to be worked on by Butterfly Defect, but there is so much potential there. There's so much talent in both of these teams. This will not be the last time we see them play each other. Lord knows they're meeting in playoffs, and that is going to be an absolute banger.
I was also very impressed by both Schuper and Josh as well. They had some incredible rocket jumping like skills where, like I saw Elmo do some like it just, I guess the comparison between the two is that Elmo is playing very sensibly and smart and rocket jumping like when he needed to, but didn't really see the same level of technical brilliance that got out of Josh and Schuper, where like the jump map like training is definitely paid off in this situation, but unfortunately not with a win tonight.
Well, Mr. Cole, I'm not sure how much more I honestly have to say on this game.
That's it,
I just
man.
want to say, I guess I'll have you do some shout outs if you want. Got anyone you want to shout out?
Oh, I think Thermite for production and pronunciation. So, guys, we really are very thankful the fact that we have some really good production team here at TF Live. So, just like give your thanks in the chat for them. Let them know that you love them.
Yeah, without those guys, there's no way we can do what we do. There would be no games if we didn't have producers, no casted games, I should say, because it is so very important. I'm also going to give a quick shout out to my five teammates on Team Frantic. Zabumbafu, Serbi, Necro, Sheep, and Marchand. Obviously, a shout out to you, Mr. Colt. Shout out to the 12 players that we had in the server. Just put on an absolute banger. And I guess I'll sign off with this. Australia, ozfortress, TF Live. I'm sorry I left, but I'm back. I am back again for good this time. And I grew a lot while I was away, and I'm glad to be back. Good to be home. Have a great evening everybody. Drive safe.